round 200. Let's see if it holds out this time. Fingers crossed it does. Oh, all right. Let's see. Fucking
Round
hell.
2?
Yeah. Yeah, round 2. Ish. Or 200. Oh, dear. I think we're golden. So. Load everything back in. Stuff seems quicker. It might have just needed a bit of a kick. Alright. Are we all good?
Indeed.
I am good.
So, we were just on the conversation of gathering your shit and, of course, worrying about the snake in the grass and the little cockroach. You just begun even to make your way through Market Row, heading back to the Folly. Is that correct?
And I think they wanted to pick me up some gloves on the way.
No. I'm not paying for your gloves. You're buying gloves.
You're not paying for them? Okay.
No, that's not...
You're
I guess,
the one who asked for a bloody fucking curse. You had to pay for it, literally.
Will it make you guys feel more comfortable if I have gloves on?
Yes.
Fine. I will. You know, my dress doesn't. It's kind of like a 3/4 length. I can get the long gloves or the short gloves.
Don't fucking care, just get some.
Do you feel like if my elbows touch you, that'll be a problem? I'll get the long gloves.
Yeah, get the long gloves, just in case. now that you said it, I don't trust anything.
Alright, so it's, again, something trivial enough. Walking through Market Row, you would easily be able to pick yourself up a nice pair of gloves. What sort of thing are you looking for, Vanya?
Something tasteful. She would like them to be leather so that they're nice and soft, so that her skin oils cannot ooze out of them like they would with cotton.
You got oily, sweaty fingers, Vanya.
If they're gonna be in gloves, she tends to. Her skin needs to breathe.
All right. Leather gloves. Fair enough. Roll me a. Let's go with. Roll me a 1d20. Alright, so you begin to meander your way down Market Row. You eventually come to a several peddlers of clothing. The vast majority of them seem to be selling gloves made out of either linen or other nondescript fabrics. A few cotton ones, a few silk. Again, the silk ones have got a ridiculous price tag and seem to be locked up in in lock boxes and chests, so they can't be stolen. But eventually, you come to a small stand of a gnomish chap selling various pieces of old and battered armor, but just off to the side, you do spot a somewhat nice pair of leather gauntlets.
She's gonna walk up to them, take them and sniff them and go, ooh, these, I don't know how you're ever gonna sell these. They got, ooh, I will take these off of your hand for a discount.
What do you expect? Of course they smell. They're leather. What do you expect? Some sort of roses? No, those there are from the hide of a beast caught out in the Stillman Forest. Yeah, they are. I can't let them go for cheap. Protected.
Was he
Enchanted. Those things are, yeah.
Was he a happy beast?
To be made into gloves? Shh, probably not, no. But, it doesn't really matter. So, for you, 10 silver pieces. They would go nicely with your, and this gnome sort of waddles around from the stand, looks Vanya up and down, motions towards her dress. Hey, they go well with your, yeah, oh, you're quite garish, aren't you? How about I take them and I dye them a different colour for you, eh? Hey?
What color are you thinking?
What about a nice green, eh?
Kind of like a vibrant green or like an emerald green or what, there's all kinds of colors of green. Some, I mean, you got to think of colors and moods and like I don't
How
wanna...
about vomit green?
Well, I was actually thinking more moss green. Yeah.
Ugh. I need something more vibrant to match my aura.
All right, well, I can do that. That is not a problem. I mean, for the it's going to cost you a little bit more. Let's go for 12 silver coins. Yeah, 12 silver coins, and I will have you the most vibrantly green gloves that you will ever don on those slender little arms of yours.
Will you wash them too so that they don't
Abso
smell?
fucking lootly. How would you like? Do you want them to smell of roses?
Honeysuckles.
Honeysuckles. All right, I'll give you up to. Yeah, sure, I can do that. 13 silver though for the extra scent and perfume.
She looks around to everyone else. That seems a bit high, doesn't it?
Well, he's a gnome, so he's a dirty, rotten liar!
I will have. Well, no, they're certainly. They're well made.
So you're not going to dye them and make
Oh, yeah,
them
I'll dye
smell good because you're a liar?
No. They'll smell good and they'll certainly be vibrant. That I can
You
promise
should,
you.
Vanya, make him shake on it with you.
Oh.
No.
Okay. Deal.
He sees Vanya extend a slender hand towards him, and the gnome looks at Vanya, looks at the outstretched hand, and oh, all right, spits on his hand, grabs Vanya's hand. Vanya, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
All right, 17. Bear with me. Let me just bring on someone to make a roll with. Oh dear. Did you see that? No, you didn't.
No, it's a question mark.
There you go. So, as you grip hold of the gnome's hand and begin to shake. For a brief moment, you feel as if a slight dampener on your mood washes over you, but that fades in a passing second, and you're back to your usual self. But the gnome, after spitting on his hand and shaking yours, just like, yeah, I was a little bit high, yeah. But look, since I'm in a really good mood actually. Because of that, let's just call it 10-8, and I will make these things the shiniest, nice smellingest gloves you'll ever see. Hey, you'll be positively enthralled by them.
Pleasure doing business with
Oh,
you. Guys, I think I might need to go get something to eat. Like, I might be getting a little hungry or something. Like, I feel like I'm, when I don't eat, I don't feel like myself. I feel fine. I just feel like I might need to go get something to eat.
well, give me a minute, and I will go and sort these gloves out. So he takes these two hide gloves off the counter in front of him on the street, and just behind him there's a small tent, and you just see him just throw the entrance to the tent aside as he waddles in. Roll me a perception check for those who's paying attention.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, and Reza's just like dying to see what's gonna happen. Say perception?
Perception, yeah. Oh,
Fucking Garrett.
yeah.
Nope.
All right, bear with me, Garrett. I'm gonna DM you something. There you go. So, a few moments, about a minute, 2 minutes pass, and eventually, the gnome kicks open, or kicks the flap to the tent open, and strolls out with these two gloves, one in each hand, and they are beautiful. They're vibrant green, almost, they're almost glowing. They're that vibrant. And as he steps close to Vanya, he wafts one of the gloves in front of her nose. Well, what do you think?
Does she smell honeysuckle?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It is vibrant. It smells amazing. And this small gnomish chap looks incredibly chuffed with himself.
So she, who has been knocking on some bread that she had in her pocket. So, they're beautiful. They smell excellent.
I was not sure if that was Jump or Vanya, but I guess the answer is yes.
To both. And she's gonna take them, and she's gonna start putting them on.
All right. You look fabulous. They go on their ideal, the perfect fit.
She's gonna take another bite, and then she's like, "Look, I don't think it's gonna hurt you guys." And she goes to touch Reza's face with the gloves on.
Reza just like slaps her away.
Wait, what?
Are the gloves still wet from being dyed?
No, they're bone dry.
Do I touch her?
I don't
Nah,
know.
I batted your hand away.
No. And you can stroke my face if you want. No. And the gnome just offers a cheek towards Vanya.
And she's gonna stroke it ever so softly, but not
Ooh.
see that his face like kind of changes to what she thinks that it
Yeah.
should. So she just kind of like rubs his face a little bit harder.
It's just yeah. But you don't
Yes.
feel this draining sensation like you did from the
She
skin on
takes
skin
another
contact.
bite. Guys, I think the gloves work.
Okay. Cypher's got his doubt face on at the moment.
All right. I'm with. Go on, Garrett.
No, my good man. How did you dye those gloves so quickly? It's almost like magic.
Roll me an intimidation check. Or persuasion. Up to you. I'll give you. Depending on which way you're
It
going
wasn't
to go
meant
with it.
to be. It was more of a jovial
All right,
dickhead
just,
comment.
yeah, just roll me a quick. Your choice. Either persuasion or intimidation. Depends on how he would take it. The gnomes.
I'll go persuasion. I don't intimidate them.
Yeah, the gnome's head snaps towards Garrett. Well, it's secret. Yeah, see, a tailor in secret passed down from my old man, and his 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 old mother, older, yeah.
A lot of old people.
Runs in the
it's
family.
secret. It's
Yeah.
family secret is what you're trying to say. Okay.
That's the words that we're looking for. Yeah, family secrets. Yeah. I can make it. I mean, you. And the gnome points towards Reza. I mean, you're looking a little worse for wear. Make you a nice, pretty dress. Do your hair up a little, eh? It'll only cost
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Vanya
Yeah.
laughs.
Don't worry. Anyway, look, there's quite a queue behind you. And the gnome points to the non-existent queue behind you. So if that's business done, yeah.
Oh no, good sir. We have to sit and wait for a little while. We need those gloves to break in a little bit, just in case there's any alterations that need doing.
Oh,
And Vanya looks at her fingers and she's like, oh, like, Garrett made a good point. So she's going to sit there and like clench and unclench her fists really fast.
yeah. Son of a bitch. the gnome just underneath his hat. You just see a bead of sweat just start to form and roll down his head. How well, you see, is that the time? Oh, I guess it's. I'm awfully peckish. I better go and. Yeah, I think it's grub time. Don't you?
Oh no. You wouldn't leave a customer unfulfilled, would you? We have so much more money we could spend.
And I've got an extra piece of like chunk of bread right here if you would, so that you don't have to leave.
It's at this moment where the conversation's been going on for a minute or so, and Vanya, you would notice that the smell of honeysuckle coming from the gloves seems to fade, and along with the glowing, vibrant colours of the gloves, also seems to dull, and after a few seconds goes back to the dull brown.
Reza pretends to look shocked.
You would know that you've been tricked by a minor illusion and prestidigitation spell. And watching this, the gnome sat behind the counter, or sort of stood behind the counter, just sweating buckets at this point. Oh, yeah, it's, oh no, that's,
Cheeky little con artist.
My gloves.
I told you we shouldn't have come in here. Gnomes are always tricksy.
My hands smell.
Yeah, the rather tart, unpleasant smell of half-treated leather now begins to permeate from the gloves.
She
Now I'm
takes
sure.
them off.
Oh,
Oh, go ahead.
now I'm sure your grandfather's 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 grandfathers and grandmother will be turning in their graves right now.
Yeah. Oh, I have never seen that happen before. Gloves are on me. Don't have to pay. Yeah.
She looks around a little frustrated, and then she's like, well, I got a purse, so I can clean them. They're free. If it's free, it's for me.
I guess we're all down here then. Yeah.
No.
No, of course we're not. Of course we're not. Go on.
So, Garrett, were you saying something?
Nope.
Oh, I thought you were. So Reza's gonna look at the gnome and say, so now that we know about your little secret, I'm sure we're gonna get excellent discounts in the future. Maybe something on the round of free?
Depends on
Because
what you want.
you wouldn't want an anonymous report going to the wardens that somebody's doing magic at Market Row, would you?
No.
That would be horrible for business.
That would be terrible for my life as well, yes. I'll give you whatever you want. Just don't tell the wardens, please, for the love of all that is unholy in
Oh,
this
no,
shit.
The only secret? Our little secret, but what was your name again?
Garlic.
What was it?
Garlic.
You
At this
work
point,
for
he's
us
just
now.
sobbing. Mention the wardens, he's gone absolutely pale.
And she just pats his hands and says, congratulations, you work for us now.
Oh, thank you. Snot's beginning to run down his nose. Just don't turn me into the wardens. I don't want to be. I don't want to be hung.
Our little secret.
And with that, the gnome just begins to nod furiously in response. Hey, all right,
No.
yeah.
Go clean yourself up. We'll be on our way.
No, go. He takes his hat off and blows his nose.
And puts his hat back on.
Yeah, puts his hat back on, yeah. Big smear and stain down the top of it.
Vanya is, which she's holding both gloves by both hands with like index finger and thumb, like just kind of like dangling them because they're dirty and smelly, and kind of look and see what he just did, and then kind of looks at the gloves, and she's like, we gotta get back. I gotta clean these.
Oh,
Guy.
dear.
Just don't touch me.
So, yeah. Let me fucking make an entry for him now.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
He said his name
Random-
was Garlic?
Garnak.
Garlic?
Oh,
Okay.
I heard garlic too. I was like,
Like,
Yeah,
is he from Dragon Ball Z? What the fuck?
Fucking here we
let's
go.
cook him up.
Random
Is this-
NPC from me.
Is his surname Bread?
I mean, Garnic Bird. No, god damn it.
B-U-R-D.
Rub him on some of that Vanya's pocket bread.
Yeah.
Tasty.
All right.
That's just wrong. And everything.
You want dirty gnome on your pocket bread?
He's garlicky.
All right, I'm going to take this brief moment just to say, Gravel, hello, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Sneaky, I didn't get a chance to say hello properly earlier, so we're glad to see you're all right. Also, Frutus. Frutus is here. How you doing, mate? I know it is. It's not as smooth as it should be, but we're getting there. And Bleak Season. How are you all? Welcome in, everyone. I am Sneaky. It's pretty much, you know. God damn it. Alright. So, God damn it, Fruity, you've lost my train of thought now. Yeah, so welcome in, everyone. There were a few issues earlier. I think we're sorted now, though. Touch wood. And yeah, the chaos has already started. We've got a random NPC that I was just hoping to throw in, and now he's got a name, a backstory, and is part of the fucking group. Cheers, everyone.
You're welcome.
So, with that, as you all begin to... Oh, is there any other things you want to ask Garnak?
He's a leather worker, right?
Yeah. Not the best, you know, but he can do it. He is indeed a leather worker.
Cypher's gonna walk up and be like, so, is it just tricks that you can do, or can you do something truly special with leather?
Well, there's a trick to it. Hey, well, family secret, you know how we get all leathers to be so magnanimous?
Go on.
He leans in towards Cypher and pulls a small vial out of the apron, pops the cork, wafts it in front of Cypher's nose. Garlic oil. Yeah, rub that. Most people, when they're doing leatherworking, yeah, they'll just boil it and stew it, but now you toss a little bit of this in. That's longer. Anyway, yeah, what is it exactly that you're needing? Huh? By this point, he's still waving this vial of garlic oil under Cypher's nose as he's talking.
Cypher's intrigued by the garlic oil because it smells delightful, and it would go pretty good on toast. You know what I'm saying?
Taste sensation.
Yes, sensation. It's
He
future.
probably reuses it.
Probably. But Cypher goes, so can you do more than tricks? Like, could you actually do something magical with leather? Or is it just party tricks, like making things bright and colourful?
Roll me a persuasion check. At this point, you've kind of brought up the warden angle, so he is visibly...
Fuck!
I mean, well, yeah. The party tricks help for the sales, but there are a few things that I can do. I mean, well, yeah, there's a few things I can do.
Oh, okay.
Vanya holds her gloves up and says, "Can you do them to my gloves? What are they?"
Reza, since she was the one kind of threatening, she's just gonna like wander back and away, like pretending she's out of earshot, so he might feel more comfortable answering her questions.
Well, not immediate. No, if you get me some decent skin, a bit of decent hide, and a few days, then I can, you know, and the gnome walks up to Cypher and just begins to tap on his cloak to the leather underneath. Now, what are you wearing at the minute, eh? What's that?
Just some tatty leather.
Well, and he begins to look around for Reza. The skinny one over there with the sort of angry eyes said that I'm working for you lot now. So, how about if you can get me some decent hide from a, I don't know, either buy it or if you think you know, just head off in, I don't know, you just bring me something to work with and I'll see if I can make you all something that's, you know, a little bit better than what you've got.
Okay. Okay. And Cypher puts his hand in the pocket, pulls out his 2 gold coins that he got from the
Fucking hell.
coroner, and just idly starts playing with them. Okay. Yeah. And then slides them back into his jacket.
Karlak's eyes go wider than saucers. Gold, sovereign, I've never seen a gold. Sure. Yeah, I can make you whatever you need. Just, no, I've not got anything. I've not got the good leather. You get now. And at this point, he sort of grabs Cypher, reaches up as high as he can to get Cypher by the collar and pull him down within an inch of the gnome's face. If you can bring me some good leather, yeah. Oh, I'll make you something beautiful. Beautiful.
Okay.
Let's go with Cypher's cloak. His eyes still wide, pupils pinpoint, you know, just like, go sovereign. Go, you're rich. I'm working for rich people. It's the best fucking day of my life.
Don't be telling people about that, okay?
I tell people what? Hey.
Exactly. And Cypher has one of those smiles on your face that, you know, like a psychopath would have on his face. Like just that fake smile. Yeah.
I'm Christian Bale from what's the film?
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
American Psycho.
That's the one.
Okay.
Seeing Garnet release Cypher's collar, the daggers that have appeared in Garrett's hands just melt away to nothingness.
As they're walking back, Vanya's gonna lean down to Cypher and say, "He said quality leather. Like, are my gloves not quality? Like,
No, that's probably his rat leather.
I guess I'll work for now."
Are
Should
we walking back to the place now?
I would say, yeah, you have this conversation as you're walking.
Maybe we could get enough leather to make me some fancy gloves. I'll wear these for now. I'll clean them up. Because they smell. But you know, that fancy stuff that he was talking about, Cypher. I would like to be a part of that.
Okay.
So yeah, so basically you bring him, you know, the hide of a something decent, and you'll be able to get some actual leather armor with a decent AC, rather than this cast-off bullshit you've been wearing for the last 16 episodes.
So, I figured that getting a magically inclined leatherworker working for us might pay off down the line.
Mm-hmm.
But then Lucius just swoops in and just makes it happen today.
Flash that cash.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Again, he's not really got much of a stall. It just seems, you know, a tent. You did notice a few buckets of acid and various other tanning implements just around the back of his tent. So it seems to be like the vast majority of Market Row, someone who peddles his wares out on the streets. But yeah, someone who is a tanner as well as having magical talent is unusual.
Hmm.
I like how I'm just like, yeah, I'll gimmick this. I'll just, I'll cast prestidigitation for the smell and minor illusion on the gloves, send them on the way. He'll have earned a bit of money, and then when you brought the gloves back, they'll be like, oh yeah, you didn't buy them from me, and no, you've just completely 180'd it on me, and
Gone and done bamboozled the DM. Son of a bitch.
We're in danger.
And I'm terrible at perception checks, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Damn it. All right. So with that and the newfound Tanner, Garnak the gnome, in your back pocket. Yeah. What's at this stage? A lot of it's down to you guys on what you're doing. You obviously got the deadline of 2 days, or probably just less than that now. A day and a half before you have to meet with
Morgan.
So is it still the same day we made the deal with the society and said we'd come back the next morning?
Yes.
Yeah, because we went there early morning, right?
So we went there early morning and we're okay.
Would you have bought said arrows while you were in market?
Yeah, we covered that last week that she stopped
Yes.
at Wednesday
Okay,
on the way back. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I wanted to ask, could I have made it 60 arrows instead of 40 arrows that she bought?
You want to retcon something? No.
I'll have to check
roll
my
me-
inventory, but we
Roll me a
did
twist.
like a
Roll me a
few
twist of fate. No, you get the 40.
40 arrows it is.
Don't sound too disheartened.
No. This is fine.
Trust
this is
me.
fine.
Yeah, it's also going to be one of those moments where the DM screws himself. So don't be too disheartened.
Okay. I guess we got things to do.
Hey,
We'll talk to our guest. Eh?
yeah. Vanya, you still hungry, or do you want to get back at Francis, get you something together?
I've had a little bit of pocket snack.
Okay, I'm taking that as a
but-
yes. Let's go. Come on.
I could eat more if you guys are hungry. I just don't feel right.
I mean, we happen to own a tavern.
If we're headed back there, I mean, I don't want to be a bother, but I could eat some sausage and beans and whatever.
Reza just
he's
pushes
got
her
cooking.
forward and her back, like, walk ahead of us so we can see your hands, and let's keep going.
You don't trust me from behind, but okay. I'll lead the way. Let's go.
All right. So yeah, with Vanya taking the lead, you begin to make your way through lower streets eventually to the Baron's Folly. At this point, it would be midday-ish. Tavern would have opened. Outside on guard will be George, and he gives you an enthusiastic wave as you approach.
As we're walking up, I turn to Garrett. I like George. He looks funny.
He's a nice guy. A nice guy. I have
Hey,
plans.
you never
then.
guess what I've sold. Hey! Before you go inside, guess what? Look at this. And he points towards the rack of shit ales. And there's
What?
a considerable amount missing.
What the Where did it all go?
I sold it, didn't I? Hey, fucking sold the whole lot. Well, not all of it, but hey, what can you do? Busy. Well, I just took some off the shelf and I went to walk around, didn't I?
Oh.
I saw a few bums out on the street corner. I'm like, hey, mate, you want a drink? Well, they were. Some of them can't make it, so I just went. I chucked some in on a tray, went round and sold a fair few. Worked pretty well. And he holds up a pouch of coin, jingles it. I remember rightly, he said half of this is mine, yeah, and the rest of it goes to Folly.
I look at Garrett. I'm like, yeah, I think so, right?
Garrett nods.
I didn't get that.
Sweet. Sweet. Well, in that case, I don't really need that much since, got a bed that I'm not paying for. So, I'm going to put all this spare just like behind the bar, and then when we've got enough, together, we'll have some of the top shelf stuff and just get fucking wrecked. How's that sound? All of us.
Reza's gonna whisper to Garrett. We're not charging them for the bed. Fucking husband charged us for beds.
I feel like I don't need to touch this guy, guys. He seems pretty positive right now.
More than you. What's up with you?
I'm just a little off. I just need to fill my belly. I didn't get half.
You made a deal. You made a deal with Asmund, not me.
Good point.
Yep.
Good point.
Asmund, the sly piece of shit that he was. But anyway, with that, you make your way into the folly where there's the usual assortment of regular drunkards in the corners of the room. Lyella is darting between tables, offering drinks and bringing food from the kitchen. Julian behind the bar, and this time no sign of Kruger since he's on the night watch normally. But Errol is just sat in the corner, eating the usual assortment of dried meats and just keeping an eye on things. He offers a brief nod to the party as they enter.
Hello.
All right. So, here we go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely, due to the fact that you are proficient with it, so yes. Sorry, just answering that DM there. Okay.
Thank you.
So yeah, again, stepping into the folly. Over to you lot.
Okay. I'm gonna see our guest and see Francis. I'll be right back. Or you can come, whichever. It's cool. You won't come.
I'll come with you, but you can do the talking.
Okay. Okay.
Reza is gonna say, I know some places where a well-placed trap or two might start getting us that leather we need. I think I might just head out and set those up, give them a check daily, see how much leather we can't get for free. How about that?
I got a gnarljack trap.
This is a little subtler than that. I don't want to leave a gnarljack track out by the old mills.
Yeah, they bite.
Yeah, they do. But you have fun with your little friend down there, okay?
Okay.
So for those who aren't aware, the gnarljack traps are basically magically animated bear traps that shred anything that come close to them.
Including Cypher. Nearly killed him. Poor
Yeah.
bastard.
Alright, so Reza, you're heading out to...
Yeah, just gonna run south, put like some little like snares in the hedges around the old mills area.
Okay.
And like check them regularly. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Okay. Definitely make a good start on the old stockpile of hide.
Mm-hmm.
Cypher, you're heading to the basement to have a chat with...
Yeah, I'm going to
who's
talk
still
to
down there.
Francis real quickly, but then I'll go down.
Okay. Vanya, Garrett, what are you two up to?
I'm going with Cypher.
Okay.
Vanya is going to look around to see if the talent is in the tavern.
It's a little early at the minute. Yes, it's a little early for that. That's most of the entertainment tends to come later in the evening when all of the people are off their stalls and are wanting to just get drunk for the night. At the minute, it's still early, midday-ish, so it's mostly just the usual alcoholics and a few people popping in for something to eat.
So she's gonna sigh. And she's quickly already cleaned her gloves and is gonna put those on and then decide who she's gonna follow. And she's like, well, Reza's by herself. I'm gonna follow Reza. So she takes off after.
Can I make a stealth check?
Please do.
Yeah, I mean, it's stealth check followed by perception from Vanya, then. Go for it. Vanya stealth check?
Never have I wanted a natural one so much in my life.
From who? That's the question. Oh, no.
Vanya. Vanya following Reza, who kind of sees her occasionally squat behind some things and say, "You having intestinal problems? Like, why do you keep squatting behind places? Like, I mean, I'm trying to give you your space and I'm following you, but like, are you okay? I've come to help."
At this point, Rosa stands up and exasperated beyond everything that is holy.
Was it bad? Is that why you're excited?
And she just, my stomach is fine. I'm trying to be sneaky.
It just kind of looked like you might be in a little bit of pain because of the face that you were making whenever you
This
were having.
face?
I could see it.
This face? You're talking about this face right here.
Yeah, you had like kind of like a grimace, like you were just really trying to. I'm assuming hide real hard, but I was
No.
thinking something.
No. Vanya, how often do you see this face when we're together?
Well, quite a bit. Maybe you should.
It's not a coincidence. And she whips around to keep walking and just like full on collides with a handcart and like knocks it over. Knocks the man over.
What are you doing? We ought to be going, you silly bit. Oh. And then you just hear, from the sidelines, everyone go, way!
Vanya's she's gonna put her gloved hands up like this towards the people that Reza has, pissed off and be like, she's just having a little bit of discomfort. It's okay. It's okay. Just give her a little bit of grace. And then runs off behind her.
And Reza has she's just taken off running at this point.
You just hear the shouts from this farmer who's carting out, like, "Oh, me fucking roots are dirty! Oh, the felling horseman knew. Oh, I can't sell them!" Oh, and you just, in the distance, just see this man waving his fist in your direction. Oh. Alright, I'm going to come back to you later. Cypher, Garrett.
Off in the back we go to see Francis. I mean, Francis!
And just, as you put your head into the kitchen, Francis is stooped over the various fires in the kitchen.
Yeah, can I have a pot of hot water?
Yeah. What's soup do?
Soup?
Yeah, it's hot.
No, it's for cleaning.
Oh, you want to clean? All right. Give me a few minutes. I'll get you some hot water.
Okay. I don't think you can clean yourself with soup, right?
It's not the best idea.
Okay.
few minutes pass, and eventually Francis takes off a pot from the fire with the rolling boiled water and puts it on the ground in front of it. I know.
Yeah, tab very much. I got it. No, you don't help. I got it. Yeah,
Francis wasn't even moving. He was just stood there with his hands on his hip, just looking at. Yeah, looks like you got it.
Yeah, I got it. And he starts waddling with his pan of hot water to the basement.
Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Fuck.
As you get to the door to the basement, you open the door and the steps.
91.
The steps are in front of you. You slip on the first step, but just manage to catch yourself before you throw the water. I was looking for that nat one. Yeah, you slip on the first step, but not enough to go arse over tit. So you're all right. You don't spill any.
Safe. I'm all right. I got it. And down he waddles.
Francis, they're like, I'm sure you won't get Garrett. You all right?
Yeah, I'm just going with him.
All right, well.
No problem. We'll catch you in a bit.
In a minute. Francis turns back round to start stoking the fires once again in the kitchen. As you both descend now into the basement of the Folly. As the darkness begins to encroach, apart from a few candles and a lantern just off in the distance. And you're met with the stale air, smell of various off beers and spirits, and old food, incredibly musty, hits you.
Ugh, they're doing a clean down here, eh?
Yes, makes me worry about the food sometimes.
Mark. Oh, Mark.
From the corner of the room, you hear the rattling of a chain, and sat hunched in the corner is a somewhat lethargic-looking Mac Bondo. He lifts his head and squints in your direction. Well, back so soon. Can't say the food's been great that your old boy upstairs has been feeding me. What can I do for my lovely captors today, eh?
Cypher plops the pot of hot water down in front of him. As for you, you can get yourself cleaned up.
Why?
Well, you don't want to be looking like that when you're free now, do you?
Mac, cradling his arm. I mean, it's been bandaged now, but obviously no healing magics have been applied. So he's still a little tender. And he just warily looks over Cypher and then towards Garrett with an arched brow.
Well, you
All
thought we
right.
were going to keep you here forever?
Well, no. But freedom. Let's be honest now. You ain't just gonna let me walk the streets, are you? No.
No, we better fix the hand first, right? We should reunite you with your hand. I mean, it's Garrett's fault, really. But he's really sorry, aren't you, Garrett? Anyway. Yeah, we thought we'd fix up your hand and, I don't know, come to an arrangement of some sort.
All right. Consider me. Consider me intrigued. Anything to get out of this dank shithole.
Yeah. But first, we better get that hand of yours fixed, then. Now, it's going to take magic, and it's going to be expensive, so you might have to wait a day or two. Is that okay?
Mac just nods in response.
Okay. In the meantime, we'll get you cleaned up, and we should probably take a look at that wound. Is that infected, Garrett?
Let me have a look. I'll start peeling off the bandages.
So my main question is, who was it who tended to his wounds? Was it you, Garrett, initially?
Yeah, it was me.
So no, it wouldn't be infected.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually well on its way. Don't get me wrong, it looks sore, but it is on its way to healing. You know, it's been down there for a bit.
Well, there's no infection, and it seems to be healing slowly, but a man of your years.
Well, could be worse.
Luckily, we won't have to remove any putrid flesh, so the rejoining of the hand should be doable.
Well, looks like you lot have got a few tricks up your sleeve after all. Magic users, eh? Well, Asmund certainly was one for collecting the odd, so yeah. Alright. What's it going to cost me? That's the answer to the question that I'm looking for.
You'll be helping an associate of ours for a while? With some work?
Well, I'm in no position to decline now, am I? So, look forward to meeting my new employer.
Well, it'll definitely get you out of this basement and out of the chains.
Mac just nods.
Man, this place that don't pay.
So I guess you would spend, are you cleaning him up yourself, or?
I'll give him a hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cypher will give him a hand. Get more cleaned up.
I love that Cypher has not told a single lie.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Yeah. All right. So over the the next sort of 20 minutes, half hour or so, you clean Mac up, rebandage the wound, or should I say the stump, and he returns to being somewhat presentable.
That's better, eh? I'll make sure you get some proper food and get some sausages down here tonight now.
Well, I'm not going to lie, the change in hospitality certainly has me concerned, but, well, anything's better than that shite gruel that the fucking old man's been feeding me for the last few weeks, so I'll take it.
Well, yeah, things have been busy, but that's probably because we're in charge of the folly now.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's our place now.
Oh, did that fucking dwarf finally kick the bucket?
No, we got a new place.
Mac just tilts his head slightly to the side as questioningly. All right.
Yeah. He further uptown, near one of the rivers, he got himself a nice tavern. Yeah, what was it called again?
Thank table, Cypher.
Thanks,
Thank-
table.
Yeah.
All right. So, putting 2 and 2 together. You got the bitch, did you?
Yeah, we got it.
Mac exhales deeply and just nods. All right, well, I guess that's one good thing that came out of this whole fucking mess. There. Good on you. Moving up in the world. Huh. Ah. It looks like I made the wrong choice, don't it?
Yeah, but I mean, I think that's what this place does to you, right?
Yep. This shithole place of a fucking city is just one giant corrupted fucking mess that'll twist any man, woman, child into some deviant beast at heart. But, well, I dare say those who are strong have certainly earned the right over those who are weaker than them. And Mac just raises his chained arm in the air and rattles his chains a few times, just to make a point.
Well, maybe you're just more unlucky than anything else. I heard back in the day you used to be quite the fighter, eh?
Yep. Back in the day. Age catches up with all of us eventually, though. Not as quick as I once was, eh? And he looks at Garrett as he says this.
No, none of us are.
Young fucking whippersnapper like you just took this end clean off. Bastard. If I'd
If
have
I
been 20 years
remember.
younger.
If I remember, it was at your request.
Aye. Trying to play all Billy Big Bollocks and, never mind. I look forward to my dinner later.
Okay.
Alright. Anything further you wish to ask, Mac?
No, I'll make sure you get some fresh bed and
Okay.
some nice food and stuff.
Alright.
And like later on, I'll bring it down to him.
It's not how I was expecting that conversation to go down. And with that, you make your way back up into the folly. The sound of the usual talk, chatter of the drunkards now begins to echo around the halls. Francis just looks up briefly from the stove and he drapes a thumb across his neck. Don't want to deal with it anymore.
No, he's okay. But he'll be gone soon. Don't worry. You won't have to feed. Just one more night of a good feed. And...
The problem is
And then
where
he'll be
you
gone.
put him. Where you put him is where I normally put all my vegetables, because that's like the less drafty part of the cellar, so, the vegetables don't tend to go bad there. So I had to move all of the good vegetables to the ship damp part.
Wait. Why is there a draft in the cellar?
There's always been a draft in the cellar.
But it's underground.
Francis just shrugs.
Cypher turns around, looks at Gary. He's like,
Something doesn't sound right there. Maybe we ought to check with Falco.
yeah. So Cypher strolls out in the middle of the bar. Falco!
He isn't one of your strong points, is it?
Really?
Falco is trying to make himself small at the far end of the bar. He's sat there with a tankard in front of him. And just tries to hide.
Does he succeed, or do I just see him straight away?
Oh, you see him. Yeah, yeah. He lifts his hood up and puts it over him as he's trying to enjoy his dinner. He's like, I'm not here. I'm not here.
But I'll just sit down in front of him. Hello.
Ah. Yeah, boss.
It's weird. Sounds weird.
And he just picks a sausage up and just offers it. This is what you're here for, right? There you go. There's your fucking... I'll get another one later.
Well, I don't want any sausage.
Why? You normally steal something off my plate.
It's just because I can.
Alright. And he looks over and sees Garrett just approaching as well, and Falco just offers a bow in... bow with the head in response.
Sorry to interrupt your meal, Falco.
It's alright. What can I do for you?
Something Francis said kind of piqued our interest.
Alright. What, you actually... Fucking hell, Francis said something that was interesting. Oh, I've got to listen to this. And Falco raises up on his elbows, rests his chin on his hands, and looks over towards you both.
Yes, it's been a strange day all round.
Oh, ask away.
Why is there a draft in the basement?
I mean, there's always been a draft because of the underground tunnels. Asmund told you this, right?
Of course he didn't tell us anything useful.
What, so you're not aware of everything that's connected around the compound, no?
Garrett fixes him with a piercing stare. Things connected around the compound, you say?
We have a compound?
Well, you've got the bunkhouse and the basement under the bunkhouse, and then you've got the storage unit just over the courtyard. They're all, tunneled out and linked to each other. I thought Asmund would have told you this.
You'd think, right?
Yeah, the spare little, the old bar that's used to No.
No, he struggled to tell us the address of this place, let alone anything to do with it.
All right. I mean, I'll have to fish the. Did he give you a set of keys at least for the doors?
I just pull out my lockpicking kit.
All right, that answers my question. Sure. I mean, at some point, when you've got like a half a day spare, I guess we'll do the loop. I'll show you around.
Well, tomorrow afternoon, yeah?
Yeah, I'll do. Yeah.
Cool.
Sounds perfect.
Can I? And he points back to to his plate. Anything else I can, do for you?
No,
No.
It's fine. And Cypher picks up the sausage and eats it.
And
And walks away.
All right. Hey, see you in a bit, Garrett.
Falco. Julian.
Yes.
Get Falco a drink. I think he needs it.
Of course. Don't worry, I will, Julian turns on the spot, heads towards the shelf, takes a bottle from relatively high up on the shelf, and literally just as he turns around, Liella's there with the tray. The bottle lands on the tray, and she immediately scoots around, puts it down on the table in front of Falco, and scoots Just peak efficiency. Not a single word between them's mutters. She's just, she's there.
Put it on my tab. It's fine.
All right. And Vanya's back. I think we'll just wait. In fact, do you want to call a quick
Pee break. Yeah.
quick pee break there? Yeah.
Yeah,
And then we'll,
yeah.
call a quick pee break and refill a clock. In fact, I need to change that light. 'Cause I look very pale compared to normal. Slightly better. That'll do. All right, yeah, we will be right back. I'm gonna grab a refill. A refill on the old drink. In fact, I don't need to, because I've got my drink next to me. In fact, I'll just reply to a few DMs quick. Oh, all right. And we'll catch up with chat. Oh. But yeah, as I say, it's all kind of little pear shaped today. The players. Doing shit that I don't expect. Or haven't planned for. It seems to be the forever DM problem. Oh, the severed hand rum's starting to run a bit low there. Welcome back. All good there, Callie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. House is clear.
Yeah. Something like that.
Well, in fact, since you two are back, that's the next thing I was planning on doing anyway, is pointing it back over to you two if there's anything further you guys wish to add on your little escapade out.
5-hour episode incoming.
I mean...
No. Well, I will defer to Jump, because Reza, after the cart incident, she's just gonna keep moving, and then when she gets to the old mills area, she's gonna take her wire out and just kind of start looking for good spots in the hedgerows to set up her little traps for rabbits. So I don't know if Vanya keeps following her all that way.
Yeah, so Vanya still, like, after eating a meal, not quite feeling right, is still eating some bread and watching Reza doing what she's doing.
One of the vegetables that came off the cart by chance.
Yes. She's loaded her pockets down. She's like, almost choking. Reza, what are you doing?
Are you drunk?
No, I feel better whenever I eat something. Like, I haven't felt right since I touched
Okay,
that
all right, come on, and Reza kind of looks down around, like, where they're standing. Like, I feel like the old mills area, it's like some houses, but like a lot of just like farmish fields, right, with hedges between them and the occasional
Yeah.
tree.
Yeah.
So she's gonna look around and see, like, okay, there's a tree over here. Okay, Vanya, come on, let's just sit and have some. I can't believe I'm gonna fucking say this. Some girl talk, right? Come on.
I need something to drink. Hold on.
Yes. Oh, I'm gonna sit back. It's gonna be great.
This water's so good that. Ugh. What's up, Reza?
So, you know, ever since we talked to Garlic, it's just you've seemed a bit off, and you know the way things are right now. We need to have everybody at their best, and like right now, like I'm trying to be out here setting traps, and I'd happily teach you, but I feel like there's something going on. So, and she reaches over. Sorry, what?
She pulls out another carrot. I don't know what you're talking about.
So, Vanya, I feel like I feel like you're eating your emotions right now. So, talk to me. What? I'm actually giving you permission to say words to me. What's going on?
When I don't feel like myself, like I feel grumpy and not positive,
Yeah.
like, oh, that's so
Swallow.
hard right now.
Swallow.
Hold on 1 second. I got my mouth full. Now I'll talk to you. Hold on 1 second. It's not the best carrot that I've had,
Yeah.
but I will say I feel more like myself. Like in this last 2 hours that I've been grazing, I feel more like myself.
So, what happened?
I don't know. It's like I touched the guy and I got hungry. Like, I don't know if he triggered something and I wanted to eat, but I felt slightly grumpy. And when I feel grumpy, it's usually whenever I'm like really, really hungry. And it's not like Francis cooking hungry. It's like like good food hungry, like from back, where I'm from. But because Francis, like, I think half the time he's feeding me spoiled.
So, Vanya, do you think the hunger is actually sadness?
I'm never sad.
No, I think you are sometimes.
Is
And
it
you like
because
to
you
pretend
yelled
you
at
are.
me?
No, I would never yell at a single creature.
Remember, no, I'm not gonna. Hold on, I need
tell
another
me,
bite of
give-
this carrot.
Vanya, give me your truth.
Like back in the tavern when you said you didn't trust me, you never trust me.
Yes, I feel like I had very good reasons for saying that at the time, but tell me how that made you feel.
Well, it was over it. And then I touched that gnome. And then it just brought back all these feelings from when you and Garrett and Jed were yelling at me and Cypher was like, let's be friends. And then we were all friends again. But then I felt like maybe it was just because Cypher had told you guys that we needed to be friends. Like, that gnome. I don't know. I mean, I'm not into him. I don't know why he like affected me emotionally, because he's not my type. But
I think I may know.
am I on my woman time? I don't think that I am.
I wouldn't know anything about that, to be honest. I think the gift the coroner gave you?
Makes me hungry.
No. I think it takes some of your positivity and gives it to somebody else, but then you feel sad, aka hungry.
So I shouldn't touch people?
Well, you know, I think we should think about this as sort of like a tool, like one of the spells that you use, okay? There might be a time and a place where it's worth it. Like if somebody's really, really angry at us to the point they might kill us, you know, maybe you touch them. And then maybe we get you like a 5-course meal to make up for it.
Could you guys all like carry like some kind of snack on you just in case? Like, cause I don't know what my pockets are holding right now. Like it hasn't done the trick.
I'll tell you what, Vanya. We'll keep it between you and me. And I normally, you know what? I'm dead. I don't have to eat. But I'll start carrying food for you, okay?
What if I need more than that? Like, what if
You-
snack?
you-
Cypher
what-
may
so-
smell it.
We're gonna have a code word, okay? Turnip.
When I feel sad and like I want to eat sad. I wouldn't call it sad. When I feel I need to
sadness.
No, when I need to refill my positivity.
Okay,
What
well,
would
you
be a
know
word
what?
for that?
We can
Is the word would you advocate for me with food?
I'm so confused right now. What?
Like you're advocating for me to be positive by feeding me food. Will you like
This is taking a weird turn.
if I get like really like what if I get to the point where I'm non-responsive? Like will you feed it to me?
No.
I feel like it could get bad at a point if I touch a lot of people.
Don't touch a lot of people. See this, Vanya. See, this is where common sense comes in, and I feel like maybe that's something you're not always in touch with within yourself.
But what if you guys need me to touch that stuck in the back of my throat? A lot of people.
I will carry lots of food. I will carry baked goods. Right? Okay.
But will you carry my favorite baked goods?
I will carry your favorite baked goods, and if you yell out, Reza, I need you to advocate for me, I will hurl a baked good at your head.
Because I don't like really sweet stuff, and I don't like really savory stuff sometimes. So like sometimes in between.
Okay. So,
it depends
all right.
on the type. Like sometimes I want savory, sometimes I want sweet. So will you have half and half? Maybe I like an
tomorrow.
olive.
Okay, so first thing tomorrow morning we have to go to the society and wrap up a few things. But after, you and me will go to a bakery. We'll stock up. Okay?
You're not gonna make them for me?
You do not want me to cook for you. I literally cannot taste food. You would get nothing from that.
Okay, we'll go to a bakery. Okay. So when do you think like this hunger will end?
Tell me something that makes you happy.
Tell you something?
Yeah, tell me something that makes you happy.
I really like seeing, oh, what's his name? Is it Thaddeus that comes into the bar and plays music? And I like our entertainers that come in. I really do, because like it just makes everybody else so happy.
See, that's a really happy thought, and you know what, Vanya, you did that. You're making, and Reza's like really forcing these words out right now, like sort of almost choking on them.
Yep, through gritted teeth.
You have made so many people happy.
Have I even made you happy, Razel? As she's eating another carrot.
I will tell you about the time you made me happy, okay?
Okay.
You know how you were talking about before when, I was really mad, but then we had that conversation and you said you were sorry, and that made me happy.
It did make you happy?
It did, yes.
That made me happy too.
Good. I'm so glad. How about you finish eating while I set some traps here, okay?
I
'Cause we've
will,
got-
I can eat and watch you at the same time and learn.
Exactly, right? So you can just...
Mm-hmm.
And if you're still hungry when we're done, we'll go straight back and order you some more food from Francis, okay?
That sounds like a plan. Alright. Thank you. Thank you for
Alright,
this
are you
help.
feeling better?
I think like one more carrot, I might do it.
Well,
This
you
guy's
eat that
livelihood's
carrot.
been fucking cleared out by Vanya stealing all his carrots. But
Just make sure you get all the horse dung off of it, okay?
The horse what?
Did you pick them
Stool?
up off... Did you pick them up off the ground or out of the turned over cart?
Well, I wiped them off on my skirt.
Okay, we're just going to leave it at that. All right, so now... And then she proceeds to demonstrate how she creates the wire loop and then
Yep.
walks her through finding the holes in the hedgerows.
all right. So yeah, it would, take a fair few hours, I would imagine, for you both to start laying a few traps out of sight. And how many roughly would you be wanting to set? Just
I would say like maybe half a dozen.
yeah.
And
That's
just
fine,
come back
easily
and
enough.
check them like regularly each morning.
Yep. All right. Ah, I like that. That's gave me something interesting to work with. All right. So with that, then, you both will be out for a fair few hours setting these traps, so it'll be quite late in the evening by the time you return. Garrett, Cypher, is there anything you two wish to add before we close the day out?
No, I think everything we need to do is in the next day anyway, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So, Garrett, Cypher, would you guys be in the folly, just chilling, or would you be upstairs? Well, as the evening goes on, where are you two?
We might be upstairs looking for plans of see if we can find some plans for the basement.
All right, okay. Going through all the documentation from.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, Garrett is. Cypher got bored halfway through.
Yeah. That's fair.
Classic.
So you're not in the main room, no?
No.
Okay. Vanya. Reza. Upon making your way back through the old mills into lower streets. Eventually you get to the door of the Baron's Folly. Stood outside is George. And as you approach, you notice he's got what can only be described as 2 candles that have been melted and then stuck in his ears.
Vanya is gonna look at him, look at George, and then look at Reza and say, I'm assuming he doesn't want to hear any negativity.
As you begin to get closer, he starts waving at you with a big smile. Hello! Hello! How are ya?
Can we hear anything coming out of the tavern?
Yes. Vaguely, almost muted. Can only be described as someone throwing a chicken around.
Oh no.
How you both doing? Hey. Oh, Vanya! Bear in mind, George is shouting at this with these candles stuck in his ear. Your friend came back. That's
Vanya's gonna lift her hands up and pull the candlesticks out of his ears.
That's I can still hear it. 4 hours. For hours he's been in there with this musical instrument.
Oh, that's good. That's way longer than what he has done.
No, it's fucking awful. Can you not just hear it going?
It sounds like music from here, but I would. There's no rhythmic beat. I would have to, I guess, experience it in person, but I could definitely see how being on the outside is this why this is in your ears?
Yeah. Hey, it's an acquired taste, supposedly from over in the Burak Empire. It's their main. In fact, just go in and talk to him and listen. It's an experience. Hey, everyone else, they're pissed as fuck. They're loving it.
Do you want these back? Do you want me to put them back in yours?
Please,
Do you want
yeah,
Reza?
yeah.
Wait, here, Reza. Do you want to put these back in his ear?
No, you took them out. You put them back in.
I don't know if I have the strength to shove them back in.
Listen, Vanya. And she pulls Vanya a little bit aside. Vanya. I suspect George would much rather have you getting close to him than me getting close to him. And she does this exaggerated wink.
Why?
Oh, what do you mean? Why? I just did the wink and everything.
I'm getting slightly stressed right now. I'm not really certain why my emotions are all over the place. If I stick these in his ears, will he die?
No! I think he's attracted to your positivity.
Really? Because I'm getting slightly emotional. Like it might happen.
Go on.
Okay. George. George!
So, hey.
Do you want these placed
Yes.
back in your ears?
Yes, yeah, I do. Yeah. Please. 'Cause all I can hear is just this weird instrument. Just, I'm not drunk enough for this.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna put them back in one at a time because they seem to have like molded to your ears, and I need to find like the right position to put it back in your hole.
Without going into too much detail, you eventually manage to wedge these two small candles back in George's ear. And he just lets out a, sweet silence. So much better.
She's
give him a
gonna
smile.
blow.
Give him a smile.
Oh. She smiles and blows a kiss at him.
George just gives Vanya a thumbs up, grins. And with that, you step towards the door of the folly, which has now gone eerily quiet.
Reza, did you hear the music before? Like, where is? Do you see Thaddeus anywhere?
So, DM, are there any dead chickens in our view?
Dead chickens? No.
Yes. Okay.
No.
Is there? What's the aura of the room?
Foreboding. The door looks foreboding. I mean, have you stepped inside?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
as you step inside, in the center of the folly is this pop-up stage that Garrett had Duen make, and it's almost like a fold-out table that's been reinforced, and stood in the center is a rather brightly coloured man, Thaddeus. In his hand,
Oh, God.
he holds this long tube, and he glances across at, bear in mind, everyone at this point looks drunk as hell. Everyone is completely hammered, and apart from Julian, who seems to have cotton stuck in his ears, Lyella, who also has cotton in her ears, Falco looks like his soul's left his body, and he's just splayed out on the stool near the door. Errol seems to be the only person out of the guard who is somewhat coherent, but the rest of the punters who are drunk are just mesmerized by Thaddeus. And as he stands in front of everyone, and this piece is what I call a requiem for love. He raises this tube in the air and begins. Thank you.
Vanya looks around and then looks at Reza. The staff doesn't seem very amused, but our guests are completely mesmerized, which, is an acquired taste. If he's not here every single day, maybe we're bringing in a new crowd that may like this on the days that he comes in. Obviously, it's a packed house.
Just remember, Vanya? And she kind of pats her on the back, maybe slightly too hard. You did this.
But it's bringing in clientele, and our profits have never been higher. He may not be my taste.
And now, those gathered. Oh, requiem of the lost. Thank you.
At least, Reza, it's short. It's short serenades, right? Like they don't go on for 10
How about,
to 20
Vanya,
minutes
how
to an hour.
about... What time of night is it right now? Is it close to closing time?
It's getting there, yes.
How about you go offer him a drink and tell him to take a break?
Mm. It's the
Chop,
least
chop,
I
go,
could do.
go, chop,
I
go,
got an
go.
extra carrot. in
Before
my
he starts
pocket.
another one, go.
Okay, Thaddeus. Thaddeus. I
He
have a
puts this tube
carrot.
down. He puts this tube down and nods. A fine maiden comes to see me from the stage. Good. Allow me to close this show. Yes, yes.
With one last solo. Yes, yes.
I'm Thaddeus, thank you. Takes a bow.
And Vanya is gonna say, "Thank you all for tonight. That was our show. That was Thaddeus, who is here randomly throughout our openings, regaling you with his skills."
He's already at the door and he's gone. You know, you just hear the door slam as Thaddeus is gone.
And there he goes. We have no idea when he's coming back. So if you enjoy him, please come back every single day, because who knows, he may be here. If you don't enjoy him, he may not be here every single day. So
Yep, okay, that's enough.
that's Thaddeus.
You just hear the crowd like mumbling. I'm not sure whether to be impressed or never seen anything like it.
Then,
I need another drink.
yeah. Of
Please
course
go
he
to
does.
the bar.
Reza's gonna yell, "Last call, everybody! Get your last drink of the night. I'm sure everybody needs one after that."
Everyone just crowds around the bar.
And Reza's gonna turn around to,
Maybe two drinks. Get 2 drinks.
Reza's... What? Wait, did you say something?
I said for them to get 2 drinks. You said 1. We can double. Like, because everybody's going to want 2 drinks after that. Should I said 3? You
No,
think maybe 3?
no. We don't want to imply that they're free. Just they can buy
No,
what they can afford.
3. Oh, you think they would have said, they would have thought free?
Yes. If you said 3, then they're drunk. They might have thought you said free. We don't want to
Free
confuse them.
drinks! Is that
Ah, fuck.
You'd say it's echo.
No,
Free drinks.
2 drinks paid. 2 drinks paid. Reza, say 2 drinks paid.
2 drinks paid, or we're kicking you out.
Not by us. Not paid by us. By you.
And with
Reza's
that,
just...
we'll close the scene out for the night.
But Reza has turned around to Falco and just like...
Falco's just
leans-
pale.
leans down.
Drool coming from the side of his lips. His soul's well and truly left his body at this point.
She slaps his face lightly to like wake him up.
What the fuck? Oh, it's you. Oh, God.
Falco.
Oh, hey. Has he gone?
Yes, he's gone.
Oh,
He is definitely gonna have to eat this other carrot. He's stressing me out.
oh shit.
Right.
I didn't know music could kill you. Fuck.
Right. Well, my room later. We'll give you a hand with that. Come on.
All right. So with that, I guess Reza's dragging Falco upstairs.
No, not right now. After they close.
Okay. So yeah, with that, I'm going to say we'll close out the folly for the night. You know, the punters eventually having thrown coin behind the bar at Julian eventually begin to peter out. Thaddeus nowhere to be seen. He comes in like a storm and leaves just as quickly. And yeah, I'm going to call a quick pee break there, and we will pick up first thing in the morrow. Unless there's anything anyone wishes to quickly add before you get in a short rest if you need it.
Short rest.
Alright, I need to BRB to nip the loo. So either go to the loo yourself or talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back shortly.
I need to know if Arlan is in the. No, he's not. He's not in the chat. God damn it! For sending him all of the toys to play with.
There's more where that came from.
I just like how much they enjoyed playing with it.
I have to say my stomach hurts from laughing so much.
Which part?
The groan tube.
I did enjoy Lady Talk Time with Vanya and Teresa though.
BFFs.
You two become BFFs.
No, I don't know. But Rosa recognizes emo when she sees it, so it's like, I'm the emo one of the group. You're the positive one. Get your shit together.
Back in your lane.
Game recognized game.
Oh, dear me. I wouldn't trust you with a triangle. Bitch, please. Hold my beer. Challenge accepted.
Back.
Welcome back. All right.
I'll
I
have
think
you
that's-
know that my dog did run out of the room when you started making that quacking sound.
Did it not like the groan tube?
No.
Like a fucking Todd lady.
Oh. See what other weird and wonderful instruments Thaddeus will bring up in the coming sessions. You got more out of him this time, though. He's been there for a few hours. There's various requiems.
I love
mean-
that, like, he's not even getting paid. He just shows up.
Yep. Yep. Scob, you have to
How
wait and
many-
see.
How
many
many
what, sorry?
followers does he have right now?
Who knows? Who knows? Oh, all right. So yeah, get yourself a short rest if you need it.
I think I'm good. I don't get anything back on a short rest anyway, so.
Yeah.
No.
But actually, I noticed solution. My
Yes.
fury points aren't resetting on a short or long rest, and they're supposed to be set back to 0 when I take one.
Yes, that's something that you will have to do manually.
That's going to be a manual. Okay.
Yes.
I'll just make sure I do it then.
Yeah, I can't because the Fury point system's not base D&D. It's something I've had to code in separately.
Okay, I will make sure I do.
Yes. All right. Morning breaks, or as the sky's slightly brighter in Novostoya, signaling it is morning in spite of it being pitch black outside still.
Are there roosters?
No.
Okay.
If there were, they've probably been fed to the rats. So no, there's no real way apart from just the circadian rhythm of your own bodies to wake up. Garrett, are you in your usual spot, or are you?
I'm certainly not in the Baron's spot.
Of course. So yeah, you all go through the usual motions in the morning, get yourself the breakfast. Reza, which room do you leave? Well, you've got your own room now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everyone's got their own room. In fact, no. Cypher, Jed, and Vanya are still in the same same bunk room.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But yeah, eventually you begin to make your way downstairs, as per the norm, finding Garrett nowhere to be seen. Anything in particular that you wish to bring to my attention or to prepare first thing in the morning, or do you just want to head out?
I want to make sure Mac's fed and sorted, and I'll be like, I'll come see you later on, and we'll get you out of those shackles when everyone's around.
Mac just offers a singular grunt in response to that, and a slight appreciative nod.
So,
I was.
Go on, Vanya.
Go ahead.
No, go, Vanya.
Oh, so with the group around her, minus Garrett and Jed, I was just gonna say, I feel like I wasn't myself yesterday. Not quite sure what happened there, but I just want you guys to rest assured I am Vanya today, and we're gonna start this day successful. So I just want to say to all of you, and she's looking at all of the staff, including Cypher and Reza, and says, success is liking yourself. I kind of didn't like myself yesterday for some reason, but the more that I ate, the more that I liked myself. But like what you do and like how you do it. So today is different. Today we are going to make an impact. Today we are going to advocate for others. All right, let's go.
Can I go now?
Yeah.
no. Do we need to wait for Garrett to come back before we head out?
Oh, I gotta go see the man about the thing. He's gonna teach me the thing. I gotta go.
But then I would have to redo my speech if Garrett came back in.
Are you really upset about that?
I'm just gonna... Oh, he does need to hear it. I'm just gonna go with Cypher.
I forget where Cypher's going. What's that? Did I know about that? I don't remember.
Yes, Cypher has lessons in the morning with the coroner now.
Oh, I thought we were all gonna go there like with Mac and everything all at once. Okay, no, ignore
I
me.
guess we could. Once
would.
Garrett got back.
It would
Yeah.
make sense.
Yeah, it will make sense. So Cypher's just gonna be like a petulant child, sitting on his chair, rocking backwards and forwards, waiting to go. Like, I want to go.
And Vanya's gonna try to calm him down, be like, yes, you are gonna go. We're eventually gonna go, and it's gonna be the best day ever.
Reza is gonna go start harassing Francis in the kitchen.
Okay.
And she's gonna. So, listen, Francis. Between you and me,
No.
Vanya
Yeah.
is an
Vanya.
emotional eater. She is so when she gets sad, the woman needs food. So, what I need to know from you, do you have any like spare like food storage pouch like I could put on my belt or something, just like carry food for her, you know, like how you like train a dog, you know, just you have to give them treats sometimes, you know, something like that.
And he points towards a shelf over his shoulder, and there are several small pouches that would normally be used for carrying, you know, herbs, spices, something like that.
Yeah. Let me take a look at that. So she's gonna look through them and try and find like the largest one
Yep.
that is still moderately inconspicuous when it's gonna be stuffed full of baked goods.
Yeah. There's more than enough for you to choose from of various sizes. And, you know, Francis is like, yeah, say whatever you want. You know, I've got too many of them, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I'll take one of these off your hands, thank you. And so she kind of like attaches it to like her existing kit, and then she's like, do you have any like hotcakes or something I could just like wrap up in some paper and put in here for now? Just
Got a bit of dry bread.
yeah, that's fine.
I mean, you want it like cake? You can get me some good flour. I might be able to do something, but it's expensive, so I don't
Good.
really buy any.
Good flour, okay. Anything else you need to make,
Butter,
you know, up?
eggs,
Was it-
flour, good flour, butter.
Do you know how expensive eggs are, Francis, right now?
What do
Like,
you ask for fucking cake? I'm not
But-
worried about anything.
fair, it's fucking fair. All right, I'll see about getting better groceries.
Eggs. Good eggs. Not like, you know, I don't want any more like reptile eggs. They're a bit...
What? I thought an egg's an egg.
Well, yeah, well, you get snake eggs, you get lizard eggs, and I want like, you know, good eggs.
Fucking bloody chicken eggs, all right.
Yeah, everything chicken eggs.
Fine. She starts, like, she's attaches the satchel and then pulls out like a scrap of paper and
Jam.
starts making a list.
Jam.
What?
Jam.
Jam.
Jam. Yeah.
Fucking bloody jam. Who the fuck are you, Cypher?
Yeah, but what you get like Victoria sponge and you get like butter. And, I mean, you can get some sugar, I can mix some butter ice in, and then you get, you know, a little cake, butter ice, and cake. Ladies love it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm sure they do. And it's just, and you can kind of see on her face like there's a wistfulness that passes over it briefly, like, fuck, I wish I could still taste cake. Because I imagine for her, like, flavors of food are very much dulled.
Absolutely. Yeah.
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 So she's making a grocery list now, apparently.
Pretty much. Yeah, of, you know, things that you probably won't be able to find easily or at least cheaply in lower streets. You know,
She's got resources. I've got a plan.
okay, I'm on board. All right. Anyone wish to bring anything else?
And Garrett comes strolling in the door.
Exactly when he's expected to.
Mm-hmm.
See, Cypher, there's Garrett right there. Like,
There is luck. Hello, bossman. Early riser.
You never know when I'm going to be around.
That's true. Well, it's about time for me to clock off soon. So, well, no troubles in the night. No sneaky beakies trying to get round, and yeah. But old Kruger, well, I mean, there might have been a few beggars trying to get in, but I saw him off, yep. Earning my pay.
Good work, Kruger. Get yourself some rest.
Kruger's been sat near the door, just nods. Obviously, with him being on night watch, he scoops a plate off the counter that Francis made for him and heads upstairs, leaving you all in the tavern.
So have you been waiting for me?
Yeah.
Every morning.
I wanted to go do the thing, but then we had to wait for the thing, and now everybody wants to go. So we're doing all of the things.
So best we better get on with the thing then.
Yeah, shall we go get Mark?
Maybe put a cloak over him, because maybe we won't want too many people recognizing him.
Okay. The cycle runs off upstairs to grab cloak.
While that's happening, Russell's gonna be like, catch Vanya's eye and like point to this new fairly large satchel hanging off of her belt shoulder area and be like, I got you, and like kind of wink at her.
Vanya is going to, which has a kind of a half of her thumb in her mouth, biting it, and like tongue on her teeth with a slight smile, as like, yeah.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
I feel so uncomfortable.
It's just your satchel that she wants, not anything else.
She wants the junk in your trunk.
So, with Cypher returning with the cloak, Mac unshackled, and how are you planning to, move Mac? Are you just gonna let him walk free, or what's how's this looking?
He's going to walk on his own accord, because moving somebody shackled through Market Road would be obvious AF.
Yeah.
But now, Mac, we have a little agreement here. We will get your hand reattached as long as you give us no problems.
Mac holds up his stump. Well, considering I've been chained in a basement for the last few weeks, missing a hand. Granted, I've had a bit of a good grab in my tummy, but, knowing how quick you are and the rest of you lot, I'm not exactly in a position to really, run for my life now, am I? Now.
Exactly. And you remember how sharp my blades can be. And I materialize a sonic blade, but it's in the shape of Mac's knife.
Oh, shit. Okay. It takes a moment for Mac to realise what it is, and then he pales slightly and nods. Aye, alright. Well, there'll be no trouble from me. And get me Andrea attached, then, well, I guess second chances aren't always a bad thing.
Absolutely. No problems from you, and we will reunite you with your hand.
Mac looks down at the stump and nods. Hey, alright. Well, in that case, then, dare say I'm ready when you lot are.
Okay. Has Vanya got her gloves on?
I don't know, actually.
Yes.
All right. In which case, Cypher grabs her hand and he's like, "Come on, let's go."
She's excited that Cypher's excited. And she's gonna skip with him.
So you're with Cypher leading the way, skipping alongside Vanya. Mac in the middle, and flanked by Garrett and Reza. You begin to make your way through lower streets into Market Row, and eventually darting down the side alleys towards the Medicinae Societas. You find yourselves outside the usual iron door. Over to you.
Now, Mac, before we go inside, people in here are a little bit unusual. But they are friends of ours, and I expect them to be treated so.
Alright.
And they are the only people that can do things with your hand.
So, from what I'm gathering, then, these are going to be my new employers. I'm going to be their bitch for a while.
Indeed.
Marvellous. Well, they can't be more unusual than you fuckers, so... Lead on. Mac smirks.
Cypher, knock the door, please.
Okay. And Cypher knocks on the door to the tune of whatever he was hearing last night.
The slits on the door slides open, and the two piercing green eyes poke out from the slit as the nurse looks over. Oh. My. You are late.
I was
And with that...
the Cypher's like,
The slit in the door slams shut, and then you begin to hear the multiple bolts being unlocked. Obviously, at this point now, you're aware that this is not a manual act. This is something that is done magically. And eventually, the door swings open, and the nurse steps to the side, offers a respectful bow of the head to you all. Come in. Come in. Oh,
it's not my
who
fault.
is- of course not. And who is this fine gentleman? The nurse begins to eye up Mac.
Mac, this is the nurse. Nurse, this is Mac. Mac, don't listen to anything she says.
You see the smirk that was on Mac's face has gone. And it's almost given the impression that every hair on his body is currently stood up on end.
The door's locked behind him, right?
Ah, yeah, absolutely. As you step into the long hallway leading down to the side of the door, just all of the various locks just begin to slam into place, and the nurse just remains stood by the door, her hands buried into her sleeve with this odd smile on her face. Her eyes aren't smiling. Her lips are, but her eyes aren't. And Mac just... Hi, late. Thanks for having me.
What's wrong, Mac? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Something's unnatural about him. He's lowered his voice at this point as he leans towards Cypher. Something's unnatural about this place. Where the fuck have you brought me to?
Vanya pipes up and is like, "Do you need something to eat? Or are you an emotional eater too?"
No, I'm good.
Hmm.
And it will be at this point where you begin to make your way down the stairs that opens up into the large chamber of the society.
And as we get to the door at the bottom, I turn to Mac again. Now remember what I said. They're a bit different, but they're the ones with the knowledge.
Hey, alright.
And I push the door open.
As the door is pushed open, the first person you see with the Chirurgeon stood alongside the botanist. As the door continues to open on the other side of the room and on his usual desk, the coroner beside him, the flesh puppet of Anvara Tavan. Mac, seeing this, as all of these various eyes turn and look at you all enter.
Good day all, sorry for the delay. Had to explain what I expected in behavior and secrecy on the way here.
Is that so? Is this the one you were... where we were in discussions about?
Yeah, look, and Cypher holds up the stump where his hand was. Look.
Good, yes. Come. And the coroner at this point waves you all in. And you, late.
It's not my fault!
Mornings, you were supposed to come for your
It's still morning.
tuition.
Cypher's
Coroner
sulking
just-
out. They made me wait. And I look back, I told you.
He is right.
Yeah, it wasn't like what Reza just said. It wasn't his fault.
Yeah, matters not. You, big man. A bony finger points towards Mac. Your name? Mac. Mac Bondo. Your Excellency, Lordship. No, not Lord. No. Call me Coroner. You are now mine. At this point, Mac looks around and just fixes his eyes on Garrett and glares at him.
Garrett just returns the gaze.
Nurse, do me a favor, yes, and take our new worker to his quarters. We will have a discussion later on what is expected. But pressing matters. You. The finger of the coroner points towards Reza before upturning in a beckoning motion.
Reza pulls out a bundle of 60 arrows tied together with 2 pieces of twine at either end and hands them to him.
40.
I had 20. He told me to bring
Oh.
60. I bought 40.
All right,
So it's
let
60
you off.
total.
I'll let you off.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
Thank
let you.
you.
I'll let you have that. So, as these arrows are laid in front of him on the desk, the coroner just nods. Good. You, in fact, perfect for trials, tuition. Yes. Both. Come. You, Cypher, you, Reza. Yes. With me.
Okay.
Coroner takes his staff and begins to hobble, waving a hand behind him. Bring your arrows too. This is not, requires involvement.
Okay.
Also, he looks over his shoulder towards Garrett and Vanya. Security. Yes, you come too.
As you wish.
Back to chamber. Yes, just in case things appear.
Appear.
As you begin to depart, you hear the botanist's voice just ring out from behind you. And before you depart, Garrett, Vanya, I wish to speak with you both, if I may.
If the coroner can spare us for a couple of moments,
Later. Not now. Come, pressing matters. Yes. He seems to become a little bit more animated as he pushes the door open and starts working his way down the stairs. And just off the corner, you see the nurse taking Mac down another corridor, and he sort of looks behind over his shoulder towards you all with the uneasy glance. Eventually, you all begin to, as you make your way through the coroner's quarters, you eventually get to the Chamber of Souls, or the crypt that you assisted the coroner with the day before. I think we'll set this all up.
That was only the day before.
Yeah. Yep. As you need to make your way down the stairwell, once again you are met with this incredibly cold feeling as you step further and further into the gloom. This central sphere of energy that crackles with the odd face or hand that pulls out of it draws your attention, and the coroner. Yes, good. So, you. He points towards Cypher. Souls. What do you know of death?
It's like it's just like a different state, right? Of being.
Yes, and no. One day, yes, it will have to be tested, but gods no more gone. Nothing to siphon souls of the deceased away. When you die, your soul is just left in the ethereal plane to wander. Those with strong emotions remain, return. It is those that are gathered here. And he begins to motion around the room, and as you look around, you notice that, again, these 4 portals, all of them have got this bluey teal hue with what can only be described as a multitude of souls just trying to pull themselves out of this doorway. Hands reach out, faces scream. No sounds emitted. It's just, apart from the odd crackle of energy from this sphere in the center of the room, you just see, again, the faces of spirits trying to escape. As the coroner looks over, you wish to one day tap into this latent energy, yes?
Yeah.
This, and he motions towards the central sphere in the room. 500 souls it took me to bring this into existence. To rend the prime material plane apart.
Okay. That's a lot.
Start thinking on who you wish to open your own. Now, arrows, please. And the hand out stretches towards Reza.
She hands over the arrows.
60 arrows. You are proficient with magics. He looks towards Vanya.
How do we make this feel great for Cypher?
No, are you good
I don't
with
feel great.
magic?
It feels kind of I'm sad. Yeah.
Good. Come. Cypher, you two, come. The coroner will step up towards the central orb and offer the arrows. Hold you, Vanya. To me. Garrett, Reza.
Yes.
Any unexpected guests, see them off if you would be so kind.
Do we get a sense of like this is safe or?
Oh hell no! No, it's not safe at all. You're basically tapping into the ethereal plane, the plane of limbo. Nothing is safe when it comes to the coroner.
Reza's gonna
Vanya's
move forward. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, before you do that, Vanya's gonna say, how do we ensure that we get like the happy spirits? Like,
There are no happy spirits here. They're all
none?
murderers, scoundrels, scum. Yes, all of the miscreants of society I use.
Can I touch them?
Maybe. But there's a question.
Yes.
What we are about to do is imbue the souls of the dead in these arrows. Yes. But what souls do you wish imbued? That is the question.
Which souls are more effective?
Depends. You have 60 arrows. This will be known as arrows of slaying. Think carefully if you wish to kill a human. I can imbue a portion of these arrows with the souls of the dead humans, or dwarves or something greater.
Will they be effective on all creatures regardless of the type of souls imbued?
No.
I
If you
see.
imbue, let us say, take 5 of these arrows, imbue them with the souls of a human. They will kill humans almost outright. But against anything else, then you may as well just be hitting them with a normal arrow. If you wish to
Why?
imbue the spirit and soul of a deceased dragon, then, well, it will kill a dragon, but not a human.
I see.
Though there is a caveat, and why you are both gathered here. The more powerful a creature's soul that I wish to pull from the ethereal plane, the higher chance that we may need your assistance while we bind it. If you understand what I'm saying.
I think I do. Reza's going to think for a moment and think back on all the creatures they've had to deal with. And she's gonna say, I think 20 of them should be imbued with the souls of humans.
Okay. Then in that
Why?
case, we will begin. Think. Bringing the souls of humans is no problems. Vanya, hold. And he takes one of the arrows and passes it to Vanya.
She's gonna hold it in her hands, which are covered with the leather. Yes. Do I need to take my gloves off, or?
No. Just hold close, but do not touch sphere. Cipher.
That makes me want to touch it. Could I make that sphere happy if I touch it right now? Zephyr, what if I touch it?
Interesting experiment. Yes. Do so, touch it. Let us see what happens. Yes.
Bearing in mind, he said he used 500 souls to make that. Okay.
But I have 10 fingers. And imagine if you divided that by 10. Do I have enough power in each finger?
You will need more than fingers. You would be an interesting construct if you perish. Food for thought. But no, we must begin.
Don't touch it. Okay.
With a hand outstretched towards the orb, he immediately then shifts it to his left towards Cypher. After me. Repeat.
Okay.
Am I repeating or just Cypher?
Cypher.
Okay, I'll repeat too.
Check your languages very quickly. You have a new one added. As you feel this wave of energy just quickly wash over you from the outstretched hand of the coroner.
Light speech.
In a language that only Cypher and the coroner can understand, the coroner begins to instruct Cypher on how to draw a soul out of this orb in the center of the room and then basically stuff it into an arrow. So, Cypher, I need you to roll me an Arcana check, please. 17.
17.
All right, so I describe to us how this may look as you. So basically, the rough outline of the incantation is that you will be drawing a soul out of this massive spiritual energy and imbuing it into an arrow, a human soul.
So with the words, he draws out a soul, but then realizes he has no way to direct the soul, so he kind of improvises and uses his shadows to catch it in like a shadowy orb and direct it towards the arrow and just slowly just caress it and draw it across the arrow. And as it gets smaller, as the arrow, like it's pulled across, like as the essence is drawn into the arrow.
Do not try this without my guidance. But the coroner snatches the arrow from Vanya's hand, looks over it. Yes. It will do as a start. This will suffice.
Am I supposed to like understand that? Cause I don't know what just happened.
No, you, no. You're.
I just hand him the arrows.
A test, an experiment. You. He points towards Reza. Swap places.
With who?
Me?
The coroner points to Vanya.
Is,
Alright.
is it because I didn't touch the orb?
No.
Like,
No,
am I exiled? Like,
no.
I don't understand the language. Am I backing up? Am I here?
Back,
What do you want
back,
me to
back.
do?
Did you hear? Did you hear them? No. No. Back,
I did that.
back. Yes. Your arrow. He points towards the pile of arrows on the floor towards Reza.
She quickly bends down and picks one up.
Hold to the orb. Cypher, begin ritual once again.
She holds it out.
Cypher's concentrating so much now that all pretense of using a different form is just gone. He's in his natural state now.
Fair.
You want another Arcana check?
Yeah, why not? No, it's still good. Still good. I guess the ritual goes off exactly the same as before. The only difference is as the soul begins to close in and be drawn into this arrow. Reza, what starts off as just a slight whisper in the air starts to grow louder and louder as this soul's been drawn to the arrow, and you begin to hear a horrific scream in your mind. As if someone is being sucked and drawn into the most horrific torture or hell that one could imagine. Only Reza can hear this.
Her eyes go wide and she turns to the coroner and just stares at him.
Yes, see. Yeah. He points towards Vanya. Oh, so go on.
No, you go.
Yeah. She didn't hear. Yeah. Perfect for this.
Does it hurt them?
Oh, yes.
Reza looks down at the arrow in her hand.
Last vestiges of your existence being drawn into an inanimate object, converted into power. Where else is there for souls to go when they die? There is no gods. Nothing above, nothing below, just left to wander aimlessly, unless, of course, given purpose. And he points to the arrow in Reza's hand. That is now their purpose.
There is no other way to make these arrows magical.
You asked for magical arrows, and I will bestow upon you, yes, some of the best. Do you wish to carry on, or would you prefer your friend to continue?
Reza looks down again at the arrow in her hand. And she looks like she's thinking very hard, but maybe it's not quite present in the room.
So, are you staying to continue, or are you going to let Vanya...
Reza's going to kind of come back to herself with a gasp, and she just whispers, "No, don't continue. Don't do this. I cannot do this to yourself."
Well, if nothing else, you have two. So you don't want any more?
No. I rolled a die on my desk and
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Vanya's gonna yell, "What's going on? Do I need to touch the orb?" Garrett, Cypher, Reza. Let's see,
No. No, I changed my mind. I don't need magical arrows anymore. But, Coroner, thank you so much for being willing to do this for me.
You are welcome. No, but here at least two. You are given these two arrows, and just on the head, the arrowhead of each of these arrows, they seem to glow the same bluish teal hue of the various souls that are all trying to climb out of the portals in this central orb. Reza, check your inventory, tell us what you got.
Oh, Jesus. Arrow of Slaying. An arrow of slaying is a magic weapon meant to slay a particular kind of creature. Some are more focused than others. For example, there are both arrows of dragon slaying and arrows of blue dragon slaying. Blah, blah, blah. The creature must make a DC 17 Constitution saving throw, taking an extra 6d10 piercing damage on a failed save, or half as much extra damage on a successful one.
Yeah. So basically, you've got two arrows of human slaying right there.
Well,
Death.
Yeah. Not the 60 you wanted, but we'll see what we can do with that.
Well, there's an RP reason she stopped. Backstory things.
Mhm.
So yeah.
No, I'm on board. I don't mind it at all. At this though, as you're given these 2 hours, the coroner, in spite of having very little emotion, his eyes glance down at the 2 arrows and he just mutters,
Paltry. I will see what I can do to make up the difference. Yes. Leave it with me. For now.
All right.
You.
Did I do all right? Did I do good?
There is more for you to do. You will remain. The rest
Okay.
of you, be gone.
the coroner
We're leaving.
waves a hand just to the back, to basically, vacate his room. You get the impression that he doesn't care where you go, just as long as as you're out of his way.
So Vanya's gonna say, "We're leaving Cypher in here by
He's
himself."
taking lessons, Vanya.
Lessons. Hey, if we go up, like, can I talk to you about something?
Sure, but I think the botanist wanted to talk to you and Garrett, actually, so...
Okay. I know you didn't get like all of your arrows, and I might have had some ideas, but I'll talk to you after. Garrett.
Get out of my room!
Yeah,
Oh gosh, we gotta go, Garrett.
As you turn to leave, you just begin to hear the coroner drop into a form of speech that is completely alien to all of you. Definitely not something any of you would have heard before. And with that, I guess you guys will, you wander back up the stairs into the coroner's chamber, giving you all a moment to discuss anything that you want before heading down the long corridor back to the central area of the where the botanist and the chirurgeon are.
So, Reza, Vanya says, I kind of noticed you didn't get like everything that you wanted, but what if, I take my gloves off and of the arrows that you have remaining, I put my skin oil on them. And you have like the arrow of positivity from my oil secretions. And I might just be like, what we had talked about before, just down for a little bit, but I can put it on your arrows.
I'll think about it, okay?
I tend to, like, in these gloves, I like sweat a lot, so
I didn't
I
need to
can
know
capture.
that. I didn't
like,
need to know that, but I
when
will
I
think about it.
But Reza, when I raise like my hands, like I literally have sweat like dripping out. I can put it in a vial.
You should probably go
And-
talk to the botanist.
And you can put that on the tip of your arrows.
No.
Or I could just rub.
No, please don't ever say that word again. Garrett, could you just take a go talk to the botanist?
I'm trying to help you.
Garrett's already halfway down the corridor. He was no part of the conversation.
just go. And so she just starts pushing Vanya down the hall and follows behind her.
Okay, I will go, but that option is on the table. And thank you for my satchel of food reserves.
Hey, it's not full yet. So don't
And
get excited.
I like honey buns.
Ah, I am glad to see you all have returned.
You step into the main chamber.
I pray that you weren't subjected to anything untoward by the coroner.
Only his glowing conversation.
And I don't think that I was that I know of. Here.
Good. Now, come closer.
A branch from the dryad just reaches over and beckons you all over as she uses several of the other branches, almost like spider legs, to move her around. She could just walk, but why bother when you've got, when you're drying, you've got branches. Several branches reach to the ceiling, others are acting like legs, and her body just looks like it's floating around the chamber, but behind her, just this web of branches just reaching out, grabbing things, retracting and pulling her around, and she eventually just hovers down towards Garrett and Vanya.
Like Dr. Octopus.
Exactly. Yeah. Basically, imagine a tree version of Doc Ock. That's exactly it.
I have some thought into the arrangement.
And
When Taban has taken the orbs, what next? What were you thinking?
We need the agent that's after the orbs to see Taban take them and quit the city.
I see. You wish for our little puppet to flee the city, yes?
Yes, because whilst we're in possession of the orbs, we're in danger. And the moment they're outside of a city, in another's possession, the target will shift from our backs to theirs.
I see. Then perhaps once she leaves the city with them, we send her on an extended voyage, but the orbs are passed into the trees, and we bury them.
Garrett.
Are you
Sorry.
will they be safe from the powers of a city buried in the forest?
They will be transported by what is the word you use here? Sisters, yes, sisters of mine, to a place far, far to the west.
I'm not hearing safe, like, so they won't be destroyed, but rather stored?
If you can think of a way to destroy an anti-magic orb, then I am all ears.
How I see it, all our safety is set on getting these orbs away from the city. While they're in our possession, we will never be safe. And if they're back in the hands of the court, our friends here will also not be safe.
So,
Yes.
how far out of the city is the sisters?
Oh, they will take them into the swamplands and they will never be found again.
So where the DM tries to bring the world map up to remember what the fucking swamps were called.
Vanya's gonna look at Garrett while this is going on and say, is that far enough out? Or will they sense them? Or, what's your perspective on this?
From my knowledge of her kind, they have ways of traveling quicker than us.
So it might be further out than what we think.
In all honesty, the less we know about the final location of these things, the better.
You're right. I don't even want to know where they're at, where they're going. Okay.
Yes. All you need to know is that they will be deposited in the Black Mire, in the northwest of us. Vast, expansive swamp.
Far from the reach of Novostoya.
The Black Mire is, a huge area of swampland. If anything's thrown into the deepest parts of the swamp, then there is pretty much no way of ever finding it. Good place to hide a body. Quite a distance to travel.
Noted.
Yeah, if you need something disappearing, take it to the swamps. But it's it's a good week or so's travel away by cart. So, what I'm going to say is, with that, ooh. Is there anything in particular that you guys want from the society, be it goods, items, advice, or, just answers?
I mean, the only thing I need is to sit down and get the plan, but that could be a next session if you want.
Well, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Is next session we will not only we'll plan it and enact it.
Yep.
We'll
Sounds good.
We'll go start to finish on hopefully the last closing parts of the Anvara Taban arc as such. So yeah, if there's any additional bits and pieces you want, now's the time, and then we'll pick up basically planning and enacting said plan next session.
Mm-hmm.
Sive,
Yeah.
anything you wish? Or any questions that are ringing around your head with the training from the coroner?
That language that I learned, is that permanent or is that just while I'm here?
At the moment, that is just while you are under the effects of the guidance spell
Okay.
of the coroner. But like most things, with enough time and dedication, it will become permanent.
Alright. Cypher will never be late again.
But yeah, the vast majority of things that you go over with the coroner is just more about the basics, learning why there are so many souls, what the ethereal plane is. And basically, with the information that you're given is that with the gods being dead and gone, there is no longer any form of heaven, there is no hell. If you die, your soul is basically fated to walk the ethereal plane for the end of time. Whether you share that with the rest of the party is up to you. Again, this is not something that will be well known. And with the telling the wrong people would be potentially catastrophic. But the coroner, in the usual coroner way, doesn't care. So yeah, in a nutshell, you're basically informed that the reason he became what he is down to the fact that he did not want to be a wandering soul for eternity. But at the same time, it's these souls that are ripped from the ethereal plane into the material plane, which is what grants a lot of his powers. So there's a little bit of world lore there for you.
Go.
Vanya, anything you wish to ask or bring up? want?
She will ask for next session how to cure curses, if needed.
Who would you ask?
The coroner.
Okay.
Wasn't the coroner the one who granted that upon her?
Yep, he bestowed you with the
Okay.
curse.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We'll broach that in character.
You're
That
not
could
having
be-
fun with that?
Reza, anything you wish to bring up?
Not at the society, no.
Okay. Garrett.
I think I've dealt with everything I need to here. My entire reason for being here is to get the plan set up for get rid of these orbs, because that's my main worry at the moment is the orb.
All right. Well, in that case, then, apart from the the little issues at the start of stream, I think that's probably a good point to ease it out for now. And next session will be it's going to be something. Let's put it that way. Things behind the scenes are certainly beginning to move. But yeah, with that, if there's nothing further, then I dare say closing words.
Goodbye, Chair.
Bye, Chair.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
Boop. Muted. We don't need to hear from them anymore. Let's drag them out. All right. Yeah, a little bit of a of an odd session due to the technical difficulties at the start there. Luckily, since then, no issues whatsoever. So, yeah, everyone, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and we'll pick this up next Sunday for episode. Oh God. What are we 17? 17, yeah. Alright, with that, I'm going to hit the end screen. We'll find someone to raid. So, everyone, once again, thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed yourselves, and we will see you all next Sunday. Ta-ta for now.